everybody. Welcome back to Darvanalee Designs Studio. For those that don't know, my name is Nicole, and today we are here for episode 123 of DDs Flosstube. So let's get started. Good morning or good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for taking some time out of your day and spending it with me while I prattle on about the things that I have been working on this week and plan to work on in the following week. So as you can see, it is Sunday afternoon, the 14th of January. Look at me go, 2 in a row. I have just set up for doing some stitching tonight. I've had a pretty busy day just trying to get some stuff done and all that sort of stuff. So I didn't get much stitching done today. Had a live stream this morning, all that sort of stuff. So I've only worked on 2 items, well, actually 3. I've had 1 new start and I've worked on 2 of my whips. Now, I would have liked to have worked a little bit more on my whips this week, but I just had a lot of stuff happening in the background and getting some plans set in place. So there was not a lot of stitching by the time I got home and all that sort of stuff. And we had some personal stuff happen this week as well that I needed to take care of. Nothing too drastic or anything like that. It's not even drastic at all. It was just stuff I needed to take care of. So needless to say, my cross stitch took a little bit of a hit, but I'm looking forward to getting this one done. This is part of what I'm planning on working on this week. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can get this one finished, because I'm planning on getting all the crosses in down around here. Then I've just basically got backstitch to do. And then this one's done. So yeah, so that's, and it's sort of like, yeah, I've sort of started doing the backstitch on this one, but yeah, that's sort of where I'm at with this one. So it's all set up and ready to go. This could possibly be my first finish for 2024. So we'll have to see what happens next week. But yeah, like I've already started, as you can see, I've already started doing some of the backstitch and all that sort of stuff, and it just brings them alive. So like you can see around his eyes, and I've done around the hat, and I've still got some crosses to do in here, so I'll get them done ASAP. It won't take me long. This is on 14 count. I'm using CXC threads. So yeah, 2 over 1, as I say. Like, well, 2 strands of floss over 1 square in Ada. I don't know. Is that how you say it? So I've got that all set up and ready to go. I did set this up this morning, and I've just had it sitting here, and I thought, you know what? I need to film, because the day is getting on, and then I'll start stitching and I'll forget to film. So it's best that I get that all sorted and done. So let me just get all this stuff up here, get those scissors out of the way, and move this over here. All right. So as I will start with my new start. Okay. This is just in a little pouch, so you can see it's just a little teeny weeny one, and it doesn't want to open for some reason. There we go. This one is a dimensions kit. Let me just bring it out. I did show this last week that I had plans to start this. For some reason, it's decided to grab all my thread. All right, let me just grab this out. I could probably have got a bigger project bag, but that one's handy. So this is the one that I'm doing. It's the little Santa. It is going to be an ornament, and I have never stitched on plastic before or anything like that, or used a dimensions kit before, so it's been very interesting. This was a new start today. Actually, I started this on the live stream with my Patreons earlier on today, and that's what I got done in the end. So you can see here from the picture that this is the teddy bear that there we go, let that just focus a bit. Moved a little bit too quick for the camera. So yeah, so we've got the little teddy bear just here, and his hands have gloves on them. So I've started doing that, and it's coming together quite nicely. I'm pretty happy with that. It's looking pretty good. I'm really happy with that. So that is my new start. This one will be finished sooner rather than later, because I'll probably, put a few stitches into this every day until it's done, and then that'll be done and dusted, and then I can finish that off. So that is the first one. We'll get that back in there, so that thread is away from that zip, so it doesn't get caught up again. So it's a nice little, I got this at the retreat that I was at in November, so it's worked out perfect, and I'll probably use this quite a bit for little ornaments that I have that are just smallish that I can put in there. All right, the next one that I worked on, I think we'll look at my Hade. I got some more stitches into this. Now last week I got over 1,000 stitches in it. This week I didn't meet any of my prompts this week. because I had other stuff on, and by the time I got home I was just too tired and whatnot. So this is called Red Dragon. It's been charted by Heaven and Earth Design. The artwork is by Jasmine Becker Griffith. This is 400 wide by 509 high. On 25 count, it would be 16 inches wide by 20 and a quarter high. I am in the top part over here now, and I have a lot of the same color. So we're back to what it was when I first started doing this. You're not going to see much change. You're just going to see growth of a color. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. So last week I was in here, like I haven't done along the tree yet. I've got a number of colors that I've got to use there that I'll probably try to get to this week. But I started over here. I thought I had made a mistake, so I was just doing the one color to make sure that I hadn't made any mistakes. Turns out that I hadn't. I was just imagining things. But anyway, I've come down to the bottom of the page, like I'm just going across here. So we will start to see this little mountain come in, and we'll probably see some of this wing come in and whatnot in the next couple of weeks as I'm finishing up. So I'm just doing the top 5 pages at the moment. All right, I'm using the called for colors. I'm stitching this on 28 count 2 over 1 10 stitch. I love it. I love the coverage of it. As you can see, I still have needles and thread and everything everywhere. So this last week I got all this section done, and this week I got this section here done. So you can see there is a little bit of a different color, but you can see here I've got all along the tree to do, and I've still got some sections in here to do, and I'm pretty sure I don't have that color. That's why I haven't done that yet. I have to double check. I think I was out of stock, and that's why. So I've had some supplies come in, so it's probably in amongst that. Of course, the sun just went behind the clouds, so the light isn't real bright. Let me just bring that up again. There we go. Look at that. That's a bit better. All right, just had to turn the artificial light on there. Sorry about that. So yeah, so I got I think it was 502 stitches in here. Yeah, so I'm making progress. I think it finishes about it's a little bit into page 4, and I think we've got 5.5 pages. So I think we're going over to here. So I still have a lot of this color. There's like 10,000 stitches is in this color alone. So you can see here, this is a part of the wing that has come up. So let me just bring the picture over nice and slow so the camera doesn't freeze up. So this here is the wing. Okay, just here. And this one here, I've still got a bit of color to put in around here, is part of this wing here, from what I can tell. Or it's maybe the mountain. Might be the mountain. But it's around this area anyway, because this is the bottom of the tree. So you can see that the wing actually does come up into the bottom of the tree. Okay, so all this is the shading of the tree. That's what I got done on that one. I'm pretty happy with my progress. I've worked on this consistently for the last 2 weeks. As I said, I would have preferred to get, 1,000 stitches in it or whatever, but I just didn't have the time this week. But, some progress is better than nothing. So let me fold this up. I will put some more stitches into this again this week. I started this out on the daily 30. And then as I said, I just didn't end up doing any of my challenges. I still have a week left of challenges, and we're going to talk about them in a little bit. All right, the next one that I worked on, let me just get rid of Red Dragon and put it away so I can put that back in its bag. All right, the next one that I worked on was Humming of the Bees. Okay, and this is by Blackbird Designs. It is in project bag made by me. This is a little bee bag that I made for it. So it's got little bees on it. And then in the inside, we've got little bees buzzing around everywhere. Perfect is for this one, isn't it? Okay, sorry about the jump there. The camera decided to have a bit of a conniption. All right, so I am stitching this on 32 count sand, hand dyed by me. I'm hoping to put some more into this again this week. So this week I ended up doing a cross here. I got a fair bit of stitches into that. So you can see there, that's what I've done. So now all I've got to do is go and put the flowers across. And then I will be just cruising along. I also did the K and the L in the alphabet. So it's starting to come together. So we've got, like I'm getting this first section done. And then I'll look at moving the Q snap and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so I still have a little bit along here to do, and a little bit of the border. Now this was to work on something that you don't see often in cross stitch, I think it was, and I used it for the border, or maybe it was a different prompt, I can't remember. Let me just have a look, because I did write that down. I ended up just working for 2 hours on this one, I believe. Let me just find my notes. So I've stitched every day. So I didn't stitch on I didn't stitch on January 11th because I was just too tired. But 8th, 9th. Let me just bring my calendar up and let me just see where I'm at. Okay, so the 8th. Oh yes, I did stitch on. Actually, I stitched on an extra thing. I forgot all about it. I'll have to show you. So that is Monday, and then this was on Tuesday, and this was to stitch on a design that contains an item that you don't see very often in cross stitching. So that was on Tuesday, and on Wednesday I stitched on Red Dragon, and on Monday, so you can see there I've made it was for 2 hours. So I think I did 2.5 hours, to be honest. So I did all that. I just wanted to get it right across to the pages that had the pattern on it, and then that way I knew where I was at. I still got a little bit more to go. You can see there's another bit that's about to start, but I do have a little ways to go with that. So yeah, that will start another, I think there's another 3 or 4 of these little zigzags that go all the way across, but I didn't want to move the Q snap. So now all I have is these little rows, like the little buds are going to go onto each end of these. They're little flowers, so you can see there. That's what it will look like just there. Okay. All right, so I forgot that I stitched on Halloween Quaker, so let me put this away. I'm making good progress on that. I am stitching this as a stitch along with Deb from Frog Cottage Designs and Chrissy from Chrissy Stitches and Reads. And believe it or not, I'm actually ahead of them. Can't believe it. All right, let me just pop that out of the way and grab my Halloween Quaker. I'm pretty sure that I just have to see what I did. Oh, I remember what I did now. I just worked for a couple of hours on this, and I just got some of the back stitching done on the spiders. And I'm not sure, I don't think I showed you this last week. But yeah, I got some stuff filled in along the bottom, and I got all the spider hairy bits done. So I got a couple of hours into this as well. So I'm pretty happy with my progress there. So the houses are now finished, except I'm supposed to put a couple of things into the little chimneys there. But I have run out of the color, so I have to order some of that. But you know what? I don't actually care. I think I might just leave them. I don't think they actually need it. So the next thing that I'm going to be working on, there's a little pumpkin just here. Let me show you what it's going to look like when it's finished. I will get it back into the swing of doing these floss tubes. It's been a while. It's been a little bit, a hot minute. So I'm keeping a diary of what I work on and when I work on. So you can see here, I've got a couple of little motifs. Spot motifs to do. Let me just bring it up so it's not so glossy for you. So I've got the little jack-o'-lantern to do, and then a couple of little spot ones. I've got the bat in as well. And then I think that's everything that needs to be done down here. I put in my initial. I've got that bat in, so I've got all that in. So now I've got a couple of little swirls to do up here. I've got a jack-o'-lantern stuff to do over here, some swirls and another little spot motif. We've got the ghost already, and then we've got, as I said, we've got the jack-o'-lantern and the web to do, and then we'll be over in this section here where we need to do all the fixing up. So yeah, we are slowly getting there. We are slowly getting there. This will definitely be finished this year, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is probably going to be finished in the first quarter. And I can already hear the collective yahoo from everybody, because this has been hanging around for a damn long time. Yeah, so I didn't stitch on the 12th, and I didn't stitch on the 13th, and I haven't stitched yet. Today's the 14th, which means that that was that little one that you've seen earlier. This is the one I'm going to stitch on tonight and try and get that sorted. All right, so let's take a look at some of the stuff I'm going to work on in the following week. So again, I'm going to try and I've got a stitch with me to do. So that will be Snow Village. We'll get done. And these are all for prompts and all that sort of stuff. So let me just get all that together. So we are working on Snow Village still for the Stitch With Me's, and I'm planning on, let me just find my little, is that it? No, that's Snow Boutique. Where is my little, there it is. It's a tiny little bag, but you lose stuff in it. So we are working, right now we're working on the snow cone cart. Okay, now you've seen this last week because I did put some stitches into this. Okay, and this is where we're at. All right, we're down here. So I'm going to be working on the cart at some stage for a Stitch With Me this week, so you will get to see that. And usually when I do the Stitch With Me that night, I will also work on this, so I will get a little bit more done. But this is getting pretty close to a finish. This is another one that's been around for a while. So I'm planning on putting some stitches into that. And I'll probably do that tomorrow. We'll see how we go. On that, I'll set up and film and everything for it tomorrow afternoon. The next one that I am also going to be working on this week is, because these are part of prompts and all that sort of stuff. So I'm pretty sure I showed these last week as well. So this one is called Three Witches. It is by Barbara Anna Design. Let me just find a little picture. It is on antique white linen. And that's what it's going to look like when it's finished. I am currently on the center witch just there. So you can see there I've got a little bits and pieces. I actually really like not how they look without something in it. Like I probably put an ecru or something like that there. But anyway, I've started on a little leg, little knobby knee there. So yeah, I'm going to try and get a lot of stitches into this. I want to play my prompts this week are for 3 hours of stitching on each one. So I have slated down my calendar at 6 p.m. every weeknight. I'm going to be doing some stitching, and I will do the 3 hours, which means I'll probably listen to an audio book, or I will watch a bit of Big Bang Theory or Friends or something like that. The other one that I normally work on a Friday, which is a Carol Manning design. This is a project that I'm doing with my, oh, look at that, it's just all got wrecked. I need to laminate them so they don't get wrecked. Might actually get a smaller picture, but that's what it's going to look like when it's done. And this is how much I've got done so far. Okay, so this was the same as last week. I haven't put any extras into this. So yeah, so I'm going to work on this on Friday and get some more stitches in. And hopefully I'll get the next lot done, which is these dots just here. I'm hoping to get those done and come down this way. Each of these little squares here, if for those playing at home, have 250 stitches in them. Okay, so these little squares, while they only look like little squares and they look pretty easy, yeah, there's a lot of stitches in them and it's a lot of white. So yeah, I'm stitching this on 32 count a blue lavender, hand dyed by me. So yeah, there you go. That's what it looks like. It's a very nice color. And so that is my Friday stitch. And then I have a prompt to stitch on something that has, it's a lot of colors this week that I need to stitch on. So something that has pink in it. So the Three Witches was one with gray in it. And this one is for pink. Now this is called Shaken Not Stirred. It is by Emma Condong, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I am doing it on black. And it's called I call it pina colada because it's the pina colada recipe, but look how beautiful that looks. So I am going to endeavor to get some stitching on that done this week as well. I just love it. I've got a little bit more back stitching and stuff to do, so we'll see how we go. My back stitching is a little bit much to be desired, but I will get better at it, I'm sure. So yeah, so as you can see, we've got to go around, we'll have to go around the C. Let me just bring this up so you can have a look at the back stitching. So you can see there we've got to go up around here. I've got still more to do around the recipe I've got to put in. I don't have to actually stitch on pink. I just have to stitch on a project that has pink in it. So yeah, so that is that one. All right, that they are all the projects that I'm going to be working on. Obviously there'll be the red dragon because I'm using that as my daily 30 and trying to get as many stitches into that as possible, which will be absolutely fabulous. And yeah, so that will get a lot of love as well this week. But today this is what I'm going to work on. Oh, I did get some haul this week too. It was some diamond painting. Let me just bring it up and show you. It's not open yet, but I will show you what it looks like. Forgot all about it. It only arrived on Friday. So yeah, so let me just, all right. Now we need to get it. Oh, look at that. That's great. Okay, so this is called Spiral. It is by Ivy Dallimore is the artist, and I've got this from Diamond Art Club. This is a square one. As you can see, it's telling you up there it's a square one. And this one here, I don't know if you can make it out or not, but on her hat is the scenery. So there's like a little fall scenery. There's a little person, and there's I think there's a fox on there as well. Let me just get my magnifiers because it is a tiny little picture and I don't want to strain my eyes. Yeah, so it has a little staircase coming down. There's a girl walking on it. There's a couple of trees, some mushrooms over here, and then we've got a little fox. And then we've obviously got the little witch underneath. So yeah, that is one that I will probably start in autumn. I seen this and fell in love with it. And it's the first time in ages that I've been able to actually get a diamond painting that has been like a new release. I normally miss out because they're released when I'm asleep. But I happened to be awake this particular night when this was a sneak peek, and I set my alarm to remind me to get on there. So yeah, I was awake, which was I was awake anyway, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, so that is Spiral by Ivy Dallimore, and I got it from Diamond Art Club. So I'm looking forward to starting that. This one might even be the next one that I start. We'll see how we go, because I do have a couple of other ones up there, but this will probably get started in autumn as well. So that is my haul. All right, so that is it for me today. I'm going to do a little bit of stitching after this, and after I've done all the things that I need to do for this. But let's hope that we've got this one finished, or very, very close to a finish. I'm going to put a couple of hours into it tonight, which is going to be very easy to get those cross stitches done. But then I'll move on to the back stitching and all that sort of stuff, and hopefully I will be able to get most of it done tonight, if not finished tonight. So yeah, you'll have to tune in next week to find out if I've finished it. And I'm also going to put some more stitches into the little Santa that I started this week as well. But as I said, that is it from me today. I hope you're having a wonderful day and you're getting lots of cross stitches in, no matter where you are. As always, don't forget to give me a thumbs up down below. Leave me a comment today. Leave me a little puppy dog emoji down below if you don't want to leave a comment. That would be fabulous, and then I know you've made it this far. And yeah, but as I said, that is it from me today. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.